It's time to shop my stash for March. Wait, I think I mean April because I meant to do this at the start of March, but we're in the middle of March, and by the time you're seeing this, it's probably the end of March. So let's just start off with a refresh for April. How about that? If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I'm a bit of an old soul here on YouTube. I love to film haul videos, shop my stashes, makeup reviews, basically things that people don't really talk about in the YouTube space anymore, but here I am just chugging along. I'm really hoping like the pendulum will swing back, you know? Like everybody just like went from YouTube to TikTok, and I'm hoping that they'll come back eventually. So I'll just be here, you know, just on my merry little island. But if you like Shop My Stash videos, I would like to say this is the place for you, but I could definitely do better on posting this type of content more often. I really enjoy shopping my stash because it's a great way for me to use some of the makeup items I already have in my collection, show you guys my collection. It's all a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, so I did bring all my makeup brushes down too because I figured that I might just do some rearranging. I got this makeup bag in PR from Rare Beauty, and I thought it might be fun to swap my things. So we'll see. I don't know if this is a good spot for brushes though. This might be better as just like a makeup bag, but I really love when Rare Beauty sends merch because they have some really great items. Like I use their stuff all the time. I also have this bag, which I need to wash, but I was using this to just like hold like my eyelash curler and stuff, and their zippers are so great. So if you're ever contemplating like Rare Beauty merch, she has some really good stuff. I gotta give it to her. But right now I've been using my Singe bag, and I want to show you guys what's in here, and I'm probably gonna empty this whole thing out and refill it because I have a lot of stuff that I was just like keeping in here and not like switching up. So I'm excited to do that. This is one thing I think I might switch up. Actually, I might hold on to this because look, I'm almost done with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I've been trying to pan this since 2024 and I'm almost there. So maybe I'll keep this and I'll also add in another setting spray. I wonder if I should put this one in there. These both leaked in my drawer, I think, the milk ones. So I've been trying to like use them up when I'm doing my makeup downstairs, but maybe I could add the Urban Decay one. But look at how close I am to actually being done with that. So I'm actually not going to move that out of my Shop My Stash. I'll just add the Urban Decay. Another thing I want to switch up is the Sigma powder because this has been in my Shop My Stash. I'm pretty sure all of 2024. I had this Dior highlighter in here. This is super pretty, but I'm ready for something else. I think I'm going to keep saying that with every single one. That's so silly. But I did use the Star Wars little 5-pan palette, but I want something new. This is a staple in my Shop My Stash. I use this to clean my brushes. I also really love this Panorama mascara from L'Oreal, but I think it's time for something new. And then this Wet n Wild mascara has been like decimated, so I think I'm going to move both of these into my empties bin, but I did buy an extra Wet n Wild one, so I can put that in there right now. This is just my beauty blender, so I'm going to put that in there. Same with my lash curler, and then I have a Sigma travel switch that I keep with my Shop My Stash just to clean off my brushes. Okay, so for bronzer, I was using the Makeup Forever Artist Bronzer in the shade Fiercey Amber, I think is how you say it. That's a good color. And then I had the ColourPop Super Shock Bronzer. This is the matte shade called Dream Vacay. I think I'm kind of over this. It looks a little bit dry too, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in my declutter pile. I had my Kulfi concealer in here, and then I also have my Huda Beauty color corrector in here, so I'll probably just pass that back on for the next Shop My Stash as well. Got my ABH brow powder and brush, and then I have this Real Techniques little spongy thing. This is a Miracle 2-in-1 powder puff. I really like this, but I never reach for it. I don't know, maybe I'll just put it back in there for now. This is the primer I'm trying to pan. This is the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. I don't think I have a lot left, so I definitely feel like I'm going to be done with this before the end of 2025. So for foundation, I had this NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in there. This is really nice, but I don't know if this is just so old. The cap doesn't really stay on, and now I feel like I'm kind of over it, so we'll see. And then the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint is one of my favorites. I have this in the shade 322. I actually saw somebody had used a different foundation pump for this, and I was like, that's so smart. So I need to see if I have one that'll fit. I put these Pat McGrath little cream blush sticks in here because I didn't feel like I used these enough. But these are actually so pretty. I don't know if I'm going to reach for them even if I put these back in my drawer. They were really lovely for my Shop My Stash. Really like how they look on me. But they're kind of an older product and I don't even know if she sells them anymore. So I'm on the fence debating if I should just declutter that. I don't think I use this as much as I wanted to. This is the Beverly Hills shade from Merit. I really want to like love this formula, but I don't know if I do yet. I don't know if I do. So we'll see how I feel about that. And then I've got a sharpener, of course, always handy to have in your Shop My Stash. And then I've got just like a couple of eyeliners. So I have the Pat McGrath. I have my favorite. This is the Sigma Eye Base in the shade Ignite. And then I have a brown eyeliner and then this Kulfi liner that I've been trying to use. And then I have some other Kulfi products that I purchased. I have the Patrick Ta Brow Gel. That's my go-to brow gel. And then these Kulfi, these are the Zari eyeshadows. I have Stardust and I have Sona Sona. And I've been wanting to try to use these more because it just seems like such an easy concept to have a one and done eyeshadow. So I did use Stardust a little bit, I think, in the start of the year, but not nearly enough. So I think I'm going to re-include these for my April Shop My Stash, but I'm going to add some other eyeshadows so I can do some mix and match with this. Okay, so that was everything that was in my Shop My Stash bag from January and a little bit of February. I think I'm going to need to give this a little bit of a clean, although I think I did a pretty good job of cleaning this. This is the Singe makeup bag in the large size. If you want to pick this up, my friend Angie owns this brand and I can link the website. If you guys are interested, it's a great travel makeup bag. I just wanted a change and I wanted to try out the Rare Beauty one, so that's why I'm switching out of that. But let's go ahead and shop my stash for the month of April. Okay, so I'm going to look for some eyeshadow to add to my Shop My Stash. I might do... Actually, hold please. I just went and grabbed this Mario palette from my palettes to try pile. I don't think I'm ever actually going to put this on my YouTube channel, but I did buy this because so many of my friends were raving about this formula and some people really love this color story. Not me, but I want to try it out for the science. So I think I'll actually include this in my Shop My Stash. And I think it'll actually pair really well with those Zari eyeshadows from Kulfi. Oh my god, I just totally forgot that name for a second. Okay, so for foundation, I've been really wanting to do like a skin tint. So I think I'm actually going to grab this Yummy Skin Tint from Danessa Myricks. And I'm wondering if I should also try... This one just felt so yellow. Maybe I can grab the Hourglass. These two, I think, could be good options because I really want to try and wear more foundation on the day-to-day, but I just need to come up with like a quick makeup routine for when I'm like running out the door. It's just really hard with toddlers right now. So I'm like, either I do a full beat or I do no makeup, and I want to come up with like an in-between process. So slowly trying to make that my goal, I guess, for 2025. Okay, so I had the Makeup Forever. This was my powder bronzer for the Lash Shop My Stash, and I put my cream bronzer as my ColourPop, and I just put that in my declutter bin because it's very dried out. So I'm going to pick new. I think we'll go with Chanel because why not? I love this bronzer so much. And then for powder, maybe I'll grab the Armis. It's been a while. I love the Chanel bronzer. So maybe these two together could be fun for me going into spring and into summer. Okay, so this is my like lip for filming, like my lipsticks for filming. I have so many lip balms upstairs, so I don't think I need to grab any lip products to put in my Shop My Stash for the moment. I think I'll be okay. I just wanted to show you guys my drawers, I guess. Okay, so these are some of the newer products in my collection. I'm trying to like sort them out by like when I receive them into my collection. So I've been trying to keep my 2025 stuff separate. Ooh, I wonder if I should add anything from here. I think I'm going to hold for now, but I just want to show you guys because I did film my makeup collection. So a lot of my drawers have gotten a lot more organized. So these are just some of the newer things in my collection. And same for this drawer too. These are just some newer products in my collection. I never tried this Patrick Ta blush. I need to do that as well. Just some random products, need to organize these better. Okay, I still need to do a lot of organizing with these lip drawers, but I just wanted to show you how I've been storing a majority of my lip products. And then I just have this little plastic drawer for concealer. So I think for concealer, I could try this. This is fun. I haven't used this in forever. This is the NARS creamy concealer, I think. And I really like this for my under eyes. I got it in the shade Biscotti and Biscuit, sorry. It's just Biscuit. It's not Biscotti. So I think this might be a fun one. And is there any other ones I want to include? Maybe I could do one of these because I'm trying to use these up because I just bought so many when they were getting discontinued. They were cheap, so that'll be my concealer Shop My Stash for April. Okay, so this is my blush drawer after a lot of organizing. So you can see my liquid blushes and then my powder blushes. I tried so hard to really narrow things down. So as far as some blush, I'm still editing actually my blush collection, but I know that I was thinking, wow, I should use my cream blushes from Lawless more, and there are some really pretty shades, so let's see if I can find some. Okay, so I have Lawless Duchess and Rosebud. These are pretty neutral shades, but I really like this formula, and I wanted to use some of these blushes more, so I'm going to add these to my Shop My Stash. And then this is the shade Happy from Rare Beauty, and I thought this would be a fun addition to the matte blushes. So I'm going to add this one too as like a wild card option. Okay, so this is more liquid blushes. And then we have my liquid highlighters, powder highlighters, and then highlighter palettes. So for highlighter, I think I'm going to pick this Too Faced highlighter. I feel like so many people love this highlighter. I'm like kind of on the fence about this. So maybe if I include this in my Shop My Stash, I'll get a... Oh, actually, you know what? Change my mind. I think I want to do a Rare Beauty. I really have been enjoying the Rare Beauty. Ooh, wait, I forgot about my Armani. Okay, let's put in some Armani maybe as my highlighters for my Shop My Stash. These are so pretty. Some of my favorites. I have 2 shades because I love this formula so much. Again, I still need to do so much organizing, but this is more lip product. This is actually kind of organized by brand. So I got Lawless, Lunar Beauty, Makeup by Mario, Rare Beauty, ColourPop, Merit, and a bunch of extra lip liners and the Simply Posh glosses in here. So when I filmed that makeup collection video, I was kind of scolding myself because I never go into these drawers because I just keep the same products in there. And I'm like, what's the fun of that? So I want to pick out a new powder. I think I might pick out... Ooh, should we do the tower? Ooh, let's do the Hourglass because I haven't used this enough. So I'm going to take the Hourglass with me. I already have the primer, the Glow Recipe one. I do really want to use that up, so I'm going to stick to that. And I already picked out a setting spray as well, but I just wanted to show you guys my setting spray drawer. Better make sure this one isn't leaking. But yeah, we've got a lot of setting spray to use up in 2025. Okay, so I need a new mascara for my Shop My Stash. And when I was doing my declutter, I actually put all my extra Shop My Stash things in here. So I think I'll just grab something from in here. Probably should reach for something older. Maybe this Lash Princess mascara. I'll pop this in to my Shop My Stash. Okay, so my unpopular opinion is that this mascara is super overhyped. But usually when I'm trying to use like an Ulta coupon, this is usually quite affordable, so I'll throw it in. So as you can see, I have a couple of backups, but These are getting old, so let me go ahead and try this one out in my Shop My Stash. You guys, I'm so excited to be holding this. I've been wanting to refresh this bag since the start of February, and we finally got it done in the middle of March. It is what it is, but I have some new makeup to play with, so hopefully I'll get a ton of use out of this bag. I've been trying so hard to wear makeup even on days when I'm not filming because I love makeup, but my problem is I either have to have like a full beat or it's like no makeup at all. So I'm hoping that by adding products that don't require too much fussing, that I'll be more motivated to do just a little bit of simple makeup when I'm like heading out the door, even with the kids. It's hard when you're in those stages of life where it's like I could do X or I could do Y. And a lot of times I end up choosing to just get to places on time or spend a little less time on myself and a little more time on picking up around the house and stuff like that. So hopefully having some new products will motivate me, and I'm excited to try out this bag. Overall, I really love this like bottom pouch, but I don't know how I feel about this top part because it doesn't feel like the greatest use of space. So I'm sure I'll have thoughts on that too, but it's really nicely made and I love the color. So yeah, I'm curious about that too. So I have everything ready to go, but that is the end of my Shop My Stash for April. I would love to hear what you guys have been enjoying if you do Shop My Stash. I love to hear your tips and tricks, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. I will see you hopefully at the start of May so that we can keep the Shop My Stash train going. Bye, friends!